Hi and hello and welcome to Howie Sports Page. Welcome to Going Over. I, of course, am Fred Soul. Alongside me is Van Nunley. Alongside Van Nunley is Solly Taylor, and he is for sale. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Wrestling Talk with our friends.
Stoked to be here tonight, man. A little Monday Night Raw.
That'll be fun.
Video games.
We're playing video games.
And the Natty.
And the Natty in the world of basketball, the national championship, is UConn takes on Michigan.
That is who you got your money on? I got my money on the Supersonics.
So okay,
yeah. They're coming back.
Yeah, I would say,
eventually.
I've been seeing Supersonics for the last 15 years.
Are the three of us, Casale from the Seattle Tacoma area, me who went to college in Washington, and you, Van, who like regularly a front runner? Are the three of us ready to become the three biggest Supersonics fans in New Mexico?
Yes.
Like today?
Well, I do have an allegiance, but I am a fair weather Rockets fan.
Okay.
But I really don't care at all. So I'll sell out. Let's do it.
You know, I'm very happy you said that word too, by the way. So I'm happy for you to sell out anytime.
For sell out.
Good form.
Thank
you.
Form.
Saying yes, please sell out.
And what was it? Gary Payton Jr. is ready as soon as they come out. He's like, trade me, please.
Yeah.
Which that would be great. We would welcome him. Definitely Shrimp.
Yeah,
Jr.
his boy
will be there too.
You know, and just for fun, Arbitas Sabonis' kid.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the exact same thing as Portland, but it's like close enough.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Hey, Sean Kip Jr.?
Yeah.
He's going to be one hell of a shooter.
Yeah. You know,
I see what you did there.
Little Rain
welcome.
Man.
See, made it rain bullets in a Whole Foods parking lot one time.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, this is a combat sports show we do here. John Jones got that one. You see that one just today?
He saved the guy's life. I saw that.
That is not what the thing was.
He saved the guy's life by not
killing
acting out.
him.
Yeah.
So Van, who spends zero time preparing ever at anything in life,
sure.
You did not see this video today of John Jones in a road rage incident. Getting out of his vehicle, and how would you describe his hand placement in his hoodie, Solid?
At the ready.
Yep, yeah. And you could tell by the way that he was walking up. It was like when you're a kid and you're wearing like a
trench coat,
a trench coat. You like a members only jacket, and you put you're pretending to rob a bank. You stick them up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he walked up like that. So maybe it was finger guns.
Yeah.
And the guy is recording, which I don't think John Jones was ready for that part. I think it legitimately saved his life. And then he walked away after choice words.
Calm down. You need to calm down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So both of them had that thing on them?
I believe both of them had that thing on them.
One had the power of media behind him. The other had the power of his hands.
Okay.
His hand.
All right.
I still believe in the same way that Don Rickles' life was saved by Frank Sinatra. Did you hear about this story?
I did not. Please tell me classic Hollywood stories.
Don Rickles get jumped in the alleyway, and then Frank said, "Hey guys, that's enough. That's all right." He's got his life saved. But that's how John Jones saved the guy's life.
Exact same.
Super close.
That human being needs help.
Duh.
Yeah, he needs to be removed from places where other human beings exist.
You know, speaking of classic Hollywood stories, I had a power hour with John Jones one time at the Gentleman's Club. We were in different stratospheres of earning potential.
That is correct.
So I took out like $200 and he took out like $2,000.
Two stacks.
We had a power
10
hour.
10 times.
Yeah, 10 times. We had an absolute blast for an hour. We nodded our heads at each other, took a shot, and went our separate ways.
Did he tell you to calm down?
He didn't need to.
So, by the way, you two with different things coming out of your pockets.
Correct.
Had the same amount of fun, though.
Correct.
That is actually America.
Yeah, that's again.
We balled out.
That's America.
In the parlance of our times.
Yes, in the parliaments of our times.
Mm-hmm. I was probably smoking parliaments back then, too.
That's right. P-Funk, baby.
Historically,
mm-hmm.
basketball and pro wrestling are like symbiotic.
Go on.
I'm just saying.
You're continuing your thesis that pro wrestling is all.
It's all things.
Right now, we're in basketball. Let's dive into this.
Last week, I was in Dallas at the Mavericks game. I went to the Mavericks game.
Okay.
So the Mavericks were playing the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
The Dallas Mavericks. And this kid, Cooper Flagg,
Heard of him.
he went for 51, which is the most that a rookie has ever gone for.
Wow.
And I was like right there courtside. I was like right there.
Incredible timing.
It was how fortunate I was. And Red Panda was there, which was the thing I was most excited about because I had never seen Red Panda in person. But she kicked all of the soup bowls on top of her head.
You familiar with Red Panda's game?
No, but I'm still trying to get over the humble brag that Fred was courtside in Dallas Mavericks.
Will you put that microphone right next to your mouth? And so me and Hobo Hank were courtside at the Mavericks game because that's where they put celebrities. And we're watching
Hobo Hank.
Yeah, Hobo Hank.
And you were there.
And I was
by
there.
association.
Yeah, Hobo Hank.
You're
and,
regionally famous.
Yeah, Hobo Hank and Bodyguard were courtside at the Dallas Mavericks game. And
did you have your finger guns in your pocket like John Jones to protect Hobo
I did.
Hank?
Actually, I did. Yeah, I was wearing one of my members only jackets that said NWA New Mexico on the back. And
Incredible.
I was just hoping I wanted anyone to give me a woo, but no one did.
Bummer.
So we're at the game, and it's like the end of the third, and the Magic are up 20, and you guys know how there's no reason to watch unless you got the over-under or whatever. Yeah. And there's a questionable call. And Jason Kidd explodes off of the bench.
Okay.
Runs to center court, gets in the official's face. I hate you, Paul Heyman. Throw me out of the game right now.
This is exactly what
happened. I'm going to walk into me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Said Irish whip. So he's going at him.
Calling spots.
Yeah, he's calling spots in the middle. And because I'm reading lips, and I'm with Hobo Hank. And he's literally saying, toss me. You've seen this in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
You know this.
He's begging for it.
He's begging for it.
Yeah.
Because they're chasing 20. The game is the thing. And getting tossed right now literally only helps your team.
Yeah.
And the official's like, I'm not going to toss it. And he goes, you will if I call you an SOB.
Ooh.
Whatever.
That's a good read, man.
Yeah. So he gets tossed. And he gets, when you get tossed and you still want to kick dirt, for a second.
Oh, yeah.
You got to show your ass on the way out.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
This was the exact opposite. The official goes, you're out of here. And Jason Kidd goes, thank you. And then he just walks off. He walks off the way that, do you remember in high school prom season when you asked a girl and she said no and you just turned and walked away?
Never experienced that. Sorry.
Okay, well, someone listening did. So what this did, boys, in the world of pro wrestling at this Mavericks basketball game.
Fire up.
Yeah. Fired up who, though? The crowd in attendance. And it's a healthy crowd for a team that's only got 20 wins or whatever. They're in the mix for the bottom. Yeah. And whoever's assistant coaching, and miss me on knowing names of those types of people. Okay, I don't know.
There's no way.
No, I don't know every member of the NWO.
I didn't know Jason Kidd was their coach.
Well, now you do.
Okay, thank you.
So, Jason 20, star rookie, end of the season. You're not in the mix. In theory, you sit the boys. You let the back end of the pine play the game out. But that's not what they do.
No.
They let him go out there. They put Cooper Rush out there, and they say,
nice.
They say, you can get it, Cooper. You can go out there and you can get the rookie record for points. And they start feeding him the way that Kobe Bryant got fed 81, the way that Bam Adebayo got fed 82, the way that Wilt Chamberlain filled the stat sheets. He got the ball every possession, and every 25-footer, and he was that guy for the last 17 minutes of the thing. And then they pull him out with a minute before the fourth, and the crowd, some of them, they turn and leave. They think it's over. They turn and leave. They're walking up the thing. It goes to TV timeout, and whenever it comes, and then Rushy Flag checks back in, and then everyone in the building just erupts because they know. It's all pro wrestling. It was so good. I think that's for 51, and I was right there, and I was like, way to go, Jason Kidd.
I think they're obviously trying to ride the fine line in between tanking and getting him the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
So, we will not try to win whatsoever, and you just keep chucking up shots, pump those stats, and we have a piece of hardware in the lobby.
But don't get too good.
Exactly.
We still want that first pick.
Correct. Do not, I repeat, do not win. Just play well.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was it's the World Pro Wrestling and NBA. But again, it goes even further, right? Because we go back to well, a lot of people argue was the most exciting time in pro wrestling history, which was 97, 98, the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah.
And WCW, who was a Turner property, and obviously their relationship with the NBA, they brought in guys like the Worm, Dennis Rodman, the Postman, Karl Malone. They brought in these NBA celebrities to contribute, and they contributed in the ring and storyline-wise. And now in professional wrestling, it's I Am Speed, and it's what's the name of the rapper that you love so much from Houston?
Mexican OT?
Nope.
Oh, dang it.
No, I had that Fiend.
Paul Wall.
Fiend.
Nope, not Paul Wall.
Is there more rappers from Houston besides those two?
Yes, there is.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the
Travis Scott.
Travis
There
Scott.
you
Travis
go.
Scott.
I try not to think about him. He's a
Yeah.
pile of garbage.
Well, and he apparently had a storyline that got nixed because he couldn't get through the training, was my
He
understanding.
didn't commit. Yeah.
Yeah. And that, but I guess the YouTuber guy tries, but he's not the business, But there's a time, and I think you have to do it with professional sports. There's a time when you could bring in celebrities to be like big contributors. It doesn't feel like right now in the big. I mean, I guess Pat McAfee's over with.
Well, you got Jelly Roll.
That's the worst.
Hey, he's taking the biz serious, by the way. The weight transformation he's gone through.
The Biz or GLP-2s?
Yeah, both.
Both.
For sure, both.
Hey, actually, you know how rich he is? He's getting GLP-4s from China, and no one even knows about him yet.
He's got the new drops.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking Wuhan-some because he's getting it. That was on the spot. That wasn't bad. But yeah, he's levels ahead. That's why Donald Trump tried to get rid of it not long ago. The Ozempic, when he tried it and it didn't work for him.
Right.
He's like, oh,
it can't cut through all that cholesterol on his insides.
Turns out Diet Cokes and McDonald's every day is not the business as it relates to.
It's just a deep fryer inside of his body.
But that athlete crossover to pro wrestling, I think it's real. Like the celebrity one.
Well, look at Logan Paul. Like he took it seriously, and like he's a star now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the, he's just such a great worker.
He's top tier.
Yeah.
And historically, like Paul White played college basketball at Southern Illinois. Like he was the big show. Kevin Nash played professional basketball. And he was Kevin Nash. And I mean, you can kind of keep running the list of guys that chose the world, but that's the thing too about pro wrestlers. It's entertainers. It's guys who chose entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And just happened to be the one. Also, your boy Yokozuna, who's like in your blood. I think he was a hooper.
Rock played at Miami.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Football.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. I mean, all those guys.
Guys.
College football is the one that makes the most sense. Like
Sure,
the Braun Breakers, the Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar's, well, I guess he was professional football, but yeah, those guys all make sense.
Yeah.
The basketball one is different adjacent, I guess.
Yeah. Dusty
Yeah.
Rhodes, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Was a baller.
Yep.
And then you see the guy like the Miz plays in those celebrity like MTV games or whatever they
Kills
are.
it.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Every sport he goes into for the celebrity games.
Well,
He kills it.
And
Macho Man was a professional baseball player.
That's right.
yeah, played in the Cardinals farm system.
Yep.
And now they're all American Gladiators.
Which is so the pipeline out of wrestling into something else to keep them in the entertainment factor.
Yeah.
American Gladiators is a great
That's
great
a
location.
So the Miz, have you seen this? So the Miz is hosting it, and then former NWA, and I think she's under an AEW contract or something right now, but she's an American Gladiator. Rick Boogs is an American Gladiator,
which is really cool.
which is really because that guy
He
looks
came
like a
from
superhero.
Right,
Like
yeah.
and you go, okay, like is American Gladiators? Can it be the hotness again? I don't know if it'll ever catch what it had in the 90s.
This will be the
there's no
third
way.
revamp of American Gladiators, by the way.
The success of that was the live tour. Like the live tour of American Gladiators, when they would like come to Yo City,
Take over an arena.
yeah, with like, and their leotard said like 7-Eleven or something on them. It wasn't like the TV product, but you're like, this is good.
Always open, baby.
And they would they'd fill out the Rio Rancho Event Center or whatever with, 6,000 people, like not even a TV taping, just like taking on your local
A house show.
Winkin Warrior try-hard guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think obviously really good athletes in pro wrestling, but they then go from their chosen sport to their thing to now the world of entertainment. It's all big 360. I love it.
Well, what percentage of like athletes do you think have the personality for it?
Well, Wardlow,
Because
obviously.
they're all like great athletes. Obviously, they'd be great fits in the ring, but not with a microphone.
The guys that we see at the top level, I think, can do it all. To like, if you put grades on them all, if you were like in-ring work and professionalism and mic ability and look, if you put 1 through 10s, almost all the guys we see on TV are almost all 10s.
Sure.
Yeah.
But at the lower level,
which is insane.
Yeah,
that just shows how much more you're going to be on it to be part of the big show.
Yeah, and then it seemed like that Wardlow cat who was in AEW forever, and he just went out there and went, ooh, 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 and that was his thing. Now he's an American Gladiator, and and the way they do it now, because microphones are way better than they were in the 90s.
Right.
Like I would just watch American Gladiators for the chirping.
Right.
It's like, that's cool. Like here we are, like you're a whole different level of thing. But you're right, though. The guys who can't use a microphone, there's no way. Like,
the entertainment and athleticism is not why I watched American Gladiators when I was a kid.
It was the steroid abuse?
It was the giant rockin' fake boobs from the early 90s. Just the grotesquely large fake boobs.
And the women, too, yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing how many tennis. My family and I would put bets on how many tennis balls on that final obstacle when they had to go through and they're shooting the tennis balls at them.
Yeah.
We would put money on how many shots are going to come out. And that's when I first learned about over-unders.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your first taste of gambling was American Gladiators?
Been a problem ever since, man.
Okay. Pretty sweet origin story there.
I mean, that game was called Assault, and I think Assault was like a good one.
So good.
It was good.
Mm.
I don't know if it's I think the best one was Breakthrough and Conquer. Like Breakthrough and Conquer, when you had to run in like the super small football field across the goal line.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
That one was super sweet.
More aggressive Red Rover.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were to bring a version of that back and mix it with that. Have y'all seen that Run It challenge?
That's too much.
I don't know what that is.
It's too much.
It's sweeping the Pacific Islands right now because they're the only ones that's like big and dumb to do it. But you are 20 yards away from each other and you meet in the middle.
It's just the biggest rugby players. One has a ball and one doesn't, and they just run right at each other.
Try to get top speed and just.
And then what?
If you're left standing, you win.
That's it.
I hate this game.
Yeah.
It's
man. They try to do an American tour, and there's a lot of concussion protocols.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You saying that, I now change my answer. I do think Assault's the best one because there was none of that. And all right, hold on. Top of my head, rocket launcher.
Check.
Crossbow.
Check.
The 3 tennis balls, which I guess were like hand grenades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Slingshot.
All under 60 seconds.
Am I missing something? There's another.
There's like 3 or 4.
There was one with a rifle too.
Yes, the rifle was like it had like a Nerf football in the end.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
No, wait, that was the rocket launcher. That's
launcher.
the other one with the little ball.
Yes.
And they'd lean up and do like you ever had like a bird flying to the house and you kind of don't want to like touch it to get it out the window.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Yeah.
All right, Assault, probably my favorite one. Atmosphere was sweet though, the one where you roll the balls up into the little encaptures and it God, they're all sweet, dude.
Those are all so good.
The jousting was probably my favorite.
Yeah, that one was sick.
That was sweet.
Hang Tough.
I don't remember that one.
So it was the one with the rings on the ceilings.
Oh, sure.
And they had to
kick each other, go through each other.
And they always did leg scissors to get each other down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Hang Tough was sweet.
It's like an aggressive ninja warrior experience, but you're starting opposite ends of the obstacle course and just meet in the middle. Just
the human cannonball one where you're just on a rope swing. The gladiator's on the platform and you're on and he's got like a foam shield.
Yeah.
And then the dude just swings into him or gal, and then they always whatever they get knocked off or they don't, and then they switch it around. And now with 4K, you could put the camera right on the white of their eyes, and you could see just how terrified they would be.
I would need those area mics to be hot, though. You're right. I want to hear. Like this needs to be done either stream. Like off a network TV because I want to hear all the crap they're going to talk at each other. And it's going to get real because I love even more so like how competitive it gets. keep going after the whistle, but we can't hear what they're saying. Well, I want to hear this.
There's something to be said too about like, because like on that one I was just talking about, like both of them, like they only have the one going because so the camera can get it. But on the ones like Powerball, both of them are going at the same time, right? So it's, you know, is the red guy getting double teamed and the blue guy's not, and then you're like, but they're playing at the same time. You're like, I do kind of like that aspect. Also, I didn't know there's an American Gladiators episode, but I super love American Gladiators right now. But yeah, bring them all back. Give me all that stuff. The pyramid one where they had to bungee jump and then go to the top, and I'm like, little kid me is like, yeah, when I grow up. My little brother was on Nickelodeon Guts one time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he was on Double Dare. He was on Double Dare. Don't listen to me.
Oh, that's awesome, though.
Yeah. It was like a Universal Studios one where it was like pick kids out of the whatever. And he got like slimed, and I was like so upset that I didn't. Oh,
God, I bet you were.
Yeah. And you know how I am. And I wanted to ruin the whole trip for everyone.
I love that.
I mean, at least you waited a little longer to peak. He obviously peaked that day.
That day was
life will never get better.
Yeah,
than that day.
He's got me beat in two things. That moment when he was on Double Dare and hunting morello mushrooms.
Okay, I thought you'd say truffle hunting with his new truffle pig.
That is correct. Those are the things.
That's a flex. That's awesome.
Big weekend. I was out at the Crockett Cup, boys. That's why you're both here. So I was out at the Crockett Cup over the weekend. It was in Forney, Texas. I don't know, like 20 minutes from Dallas. And this campus, by the way, where this thing was recorded, it's Dallas College, which I wasn't familiar with until this weekend. And this venue, number one, huge theater, right? That's where they did the TV taping. It was awesome. But it's like connected to automotive thing. It's connected to culinary thing. It's connected to, and like in the culinary thing, when we were in there, they were like, hey guys, today we're making, it was like van stuff. It was like gluten, vegan, ice cream, no dairy, you know what I mean? Yeah. And all of the boys are like, we can get like no carb ice cream right now. We're about to go on TV. like, so they're like
fresh made no carb ice cream.
Well, you know, these shows there's a bunch of help at these shows, right? So the workers, it's not like NWA New Mexico where, you know, as soon as a guy pro wrestles, he has to go and like work the merch stand. You know, it's so you just see these runners all day going and getting like soft serve. And you're like, that's a cool thing. But they, unlike last year at 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, boys, they did the first round of the Crockett Cup qualifiers in Tampa a couple of weeks ago. So instead of the 25 matches or whatever, there was 16. And they make a bunch of episodes of TV out of it. But the crowd was able to stay super hot throughout because it wasn't too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, define that, please.
So you wear guys out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're trying some stuff from TV and, you know, maybe it doesn't work and, you know, you got to reshoot it and you're doing a whole thing and segments and blah, blah, blah. And they do a bunch of backstage vignettes, which are just brilliantly put together. But yeah, it was a really good one. And the way they kind of lay them out is they do their TV product and then Dog Pound Wrestling and Texas Style Wrestling, which are both NWA territories. They then get a match interjected throughout. So you get the TV tapings, and like every fourth match is the hometown heroes. And that's basically a hometown crowd there, right?
That's cool.
So these guys that I wasn't overly familiar with, they would come out and the building would just lose it.
Now, Dog Pound Wrestling, is that owned by Nate Dogg and Warren G?
No, that's West Coast side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's different.
This is Texas side.
Yeah. Yeah. This, because they have that dog in them.
They do.
Yeah. So
I'll regulate my questions from here on out.
Right.
Rodney G, baby.
I like that one a lot. So the crowd would find this like reset, like, I don't know, every third or fourth match. It was just a really put together very, very well, very, very smart. And Hobo Hank, how very fortunate to wrestle in an NWA ring again this past weekend. I won't spoil it yet because you will see it. But yeah, it was awesome. A little throwaway match, went up against the Pikemen, went up the super good wrestler out of British Columbia. So it was an international affair, which was kind of fun. And then Soda Pop, who's been in the NWA forever, you know. So, just a really cool night for he. And then the Crockett Cup. What I will say on this program, not to spoil it, but the greatest upset in Crockett Cup history.
Ooh.
So there you go. That is a thing. The sentence I said is a real sentence. Also, a gigantic announcement coming from the NWA as it relates to the TV. So get ready for that too. So there's a ton going on in that world. But those are all the big updates from my past weekend. This, that, the other thing, and maybe they're the listening audience right now. But the individuals who allow me to come in and support, I was able to host the meet and greet with David Crockett and the Good Brothers, and so cool. Just help so many fans, get to the history. In Van, you don't know the story of David Crockett per se, but like his father, started the Crockett Cup and Jim Crockett Promotions, and
King of the Wild Frontier.
Very familiar. And David Crockett was literally on the plane when Ric Flair's plane crashed.
Oh,
it was like he's, it's that stuff, and so you hear all these people come and they tell
Saleh, what sound did the plane make as it was crashing?
Woo!
But at life, just impressing me in my life was watching they as I said, the fans came up and just told stories about how his efforts in professional wrestling changed their lives and their fandom, and just a lot of really incredible memories. So, great weekend for the Crockett Cup. You can see all of that, obviously, on Roku currently, and then a big TV announcement coming. But banger of a weekend, and we blinked twice, and we're at Birthday Bash 3 at the historic El Rey Theater. So the world of pro wrestling.
Exciting stuff. It's just so incredible how the talent that's been honed here at NWA New Mexico is making it on the biggest stage at NWA.
Yeah.
It's it's a tribute to what you guys are doing here, the show that you guys are putting on, that you're getting such incredible talent. You're honing this talent to a level that they're making it to the biggest stages.
That is
maybe one day they'll let Saleh do it too.
Oh, that's a dream of dream.
Is that a thing for sale? For Sale's taking on a mystery NWA opponent at Birthday Bash 3, not announced yet.
Are you going to tell me, man? I like to prepare for who.
So here's the problem.
I'll just get ready. Get ready.
Not till that music starts. You'll have no idea.
In the ring, you're not my guy. At the venue, you're not my guy. On this program, I can kind of tolerate you. Outside of all this, you're my guy. But I'm going to shoot you as straight as I can on this one. NWA has not told me who it is yet.
So, that's exciting.
I'm listening to Daddy. So as soon as Daddy lets me know, depending on who it is, I may or may not tell you. I'm not saying you need an advantage by any means. I'm not saying they need an advantage by any means, but I think, because I know you well, you will perform best when you're riddled with the anxiety of who. Also, I was asked to get a special locker room for this person so that For Sale could not interact with them beforehand. So it will, as of right now, it will be in the ring. The champ enters first. Like you staying there awaiting mystery NWA opponent.
This is me being me.
Yeah.
It's only, and it makes sense. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal that anyone from NWA will decide to share time with me. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But I'm honored.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am scared.
Yeah,
but I'm grateful.
Get your cardio up. That's the whole thing. Just
calm down, sir. Calm down. Just calm down. They're at a disadvantage. I've been working out up here in this altitude.
Okay, good point.
Every single person that's come here from out of town, they feel that first minute, and they know that every second after that they're sucking for air.
I spent 2 days in Dallas, fan. So what's that? 400 feet above sea level?
Yeah.
Maybe. Came back here yesterday to 6,000 feet, drank drinks all day at the Albuquerque Ice Hopes with Van, and a high school buddy of mine came to town. And then drank drinks all night here at Howie Sports Page. I mean, all night. And I could do it like a champion because I had breathed oxygenated air for the previous 2 days.
Had a leg up.
Yeah, and I was, I believe, with the way Superman felt when he first felt sunlight.
And the air is even thinner for you because you are 6.5 feet tall.
I'm so incredibly
it gets
tall.
even thinner up there.
Like an extra 6 feet from the 6,000 feet that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Man.
And often I'm 6 feet from the edge.
I'll try not to push you then.
Not that type of edge. Different type of edge.
Step back from that ledge, my friend.
Yeah. I just wish you could.
Yeah. There you go. Big NWA weekend. Get ready for that. You can always join us here at Howie Sports Page for Going Over Monday nights. where we are partnered with NNism, and they come out and we play video games and we watch pro wrestling. And tonight we'll watch national championship basketball as well. Drinks and fellowship galore. Come hang out with us.
This is going to make me buy a PlayStation or video game console system and practice, because I cannot
you're getting whooped.
keep getting worked by these dorks. It's so emasculating. I can't handle it.
Yeah, you're right on that. And
then me on top of all of that. Oh,
Sure.
God,
Yeah.
it just feels
And
great.
Saleh even.
well, and for sale, the idiot that he is,
Bless you for that.
he over the last several years has put me and Van to a lesser degree in a position of being king of the nerds with our presence at Comic-Con.
Right.
We are, the way that the NWA is my daddy, we are the daddy to the nerds of Albuquerque because of our presence and FaceTime at Duke City Comic-Con,
Albuquerque Comic-Con.
Albuquerque Comic-Con, all Comic-Cons,
All them.
them Comic-Cons. And then they can all get their revenge on us here at Howie's.
Yeah.
Is they whoop us in Tekken, Street Fighter, and the similar. But you just wait. Because as soon as I get like a copy of 2K in these hands,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
They will not be playing that with you, I guarantee.
But
you're
by
going
the
to be playing the online
3-minute
mode.
quarters.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, there's word that there will be a N64 No Mercy tournament.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Ooh-wee.
Now we're talking some real
Now,
stuff right
there's
there.
some rules to this you don't know about, Van.
Okay.
So an N64 WWE No Mercy. No creator wrestlers.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can't call.
Yeah.
No cause is what they call them. CAWs, creator wrestlers. And similar to Madden rules, it's you pick 2 wrestlers, I pick the one I want.
All right.
Because,
gotcha.
yeah, they're not all made equal
Mhm.
in the No Mercy. That's it. That's the end of
Yeah.
that sentence. So,
Never played it. I have to brush up on that too.
Known as the greatest professional wrestling game.
Okay.
Even still.
it uses the center jiggly stick.
Yeah. For the special toggle.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. And please don't make direct eye contact with me when you say jiggly stick.
Now, the advancement in video games all these years, you can get Nintendo 64 controllers that are shaped like Xbox controllers.
Right.
You can get Nintendo 64 controllers that are shaped like Atari controllers. You can get Nintendo 64 controllers that are touchscreen, like on your app phone controllers.
Yeah.
So everyone is differently abled in the world of video games. No, that's not the word. Everyone is differently capable. No, everyone is. You just do the thing you're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Differently equipped.
There we go.
Sure.
In the world of N64. Also, I think it's true for all of them. You can kind of use PlayStation controllers with Xbox and stuff
Yeah.
now. It's like what?
The cross consoling.
Contaminated.
Learned something new
Yeah.
today.
It'd be like
Are you
that,
up to
man.
speed on all this?
I am not.
And that's big for me. All right, so you guys know how big I am. When I was a kid, the original Xbox controller was a bus. Like this thing was huge. Do you recall this?
I do.
But it fit my hands so well because my hands were gigantic.
Mhm.
I go, this is my thing. And then Nintendo Switch came out, and I can hold. My pinky finger is bigger
Yeah.
than the little switchy boy. And like I had to go and buy like an upsized Nintendo Switch controller.
Oh, you didn't tell your dad, did you?
Rest in peace. This wasn't that long ago. And I bought it because I wanted to play the Mario Kart with my pro wrestling friends. Please, here at Howie.
Now, what you should have done is what I did
Okay.
when the Wii and the Switch came out is you got to buy the little controller where the actual controller sits in the middle and you have your own little steering wheel controller and your thumbs are just the perfect size.
Can you
Press right
3D
in the
print that?
I'm sure you could.
Okay, I would do that. That's the thing about like playing with stuff today. The limitations we had, like when we were playing Halo, and I had to do like gang sign fingers, like
Right.
on the controller.
Yeah, you're cripping it.
Yeah, I had to crip the controller so I could get
What's
all the fast action, blah blah blah.
what's Aragon, son of Arathon, doing on the TV right now?
All right, so
by
you're
the
talking
way?
about the head coach of
Yeah.
UConn. Yeah, there's NIL and basketball is wild right now. Like UConn there's a lot of money up there.
There's a lot.
Oh, that program.
And Hurley's like
historic program.
And is it going to be 3 out of 4 years, or is it 2 out of 3 or whatever?
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, where they're like, yeah, man, don't go to better schools. We have the money.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone goes, that's right. Because the money's the same everywhere, but I can get more of it here?
With NIL, I mean, they're basically 1-year rentals anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they never went to school historically. The dudes on the end of the bench who are like trying to get a college scholarship, those guys went to class because they're going to be managing a Kinko's or something someday. The actual stud players who are making all this money, they don't go to class.
No.
Are you kidding me?
And now
It doesn't matter where you go.
in schools, those guys you're talking about, schools have a bunch of those guys now because it turns over so much to where the day after the season ends or during the tournament or whatever, like these players like, no, I'm actually gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the school's like, cool, we better have 10 guys that you're not even aware on the team coming to practice every day to just make sure we can run the court with the 3 dudes that we're going to keep during summer hustle camp or whatever they call it that's not official, which is their thing. You know, they, at least in the world of collegiate sports, it doesn't stop just because all your players and coaches quit, but also the line to be those things is so long. That's the same thing in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, you hear all these guys in pro wrestling. I'm not just talking about indies. I'm talking about the highest level too, where it's like, oh, that thing won't survive without so-and-so. You know, that thing, you know, once so-and-so's gone, you know, that, once Vince McMahon is, once CM Punk, once Hulk Hogan is, once, you know, what happened between, no, none of that's ever true.
Yeah.
There's always the next guy.
It's just like people's taste in music. Like a lot of people don't evolve. Like you live your whole life with whatever you listen to in high school and college. And that's the only music you'll ever listen to.
Well,
same thing with generations of sports. Same thing with generations of wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it will never be better for me for Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior going at it. And then, you know, if you're a little bit younger than me, it'll never be better than The Rock and Stone Cold. And the kids who are watching it now, it'll never be better than Roman Reigns. Like,
that
say John Cena, please.
And John Cena.
Thank you.
Jonathan Cena. Like the generational thing is actually a very beautiful point on what we hold dear to us, how nostalgia can work for us and sometimes against us, where you hold on to the same music that you heard in high school, early college, for those who went. And then the only new music you listen to is things that sound like that.
That sound like that. Yeah,
As a reference point.
Yeah.
You know, the good matches that you can watch now are the ones that like reference some of the good old matches you remember back. Oh, that was a great match because blah, blah, blah. But who is keeping an eye on the future or the present and then keeping an eye on the future? Is that the responsibility of the product itself or the fans? So
I think it's, I'm going to use the word organic, but I mean, obviously there's a ton of preparation and ingredients that go into every recipe. But we use like Obafemi, right? It's like a really good example. Obafemi is going to take on what a lot of people would believe to be the greatest, at least in the ring, to ever do it, Brock Lesnar, and then one of the most influential otherwise on the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. You have what options here, right? You have he gets beat up by Brock Lesnar, who's beat up everyone historically, and you put him on the list, and he has to build that thing back up, but he's already presented as invincible. Or he goes over on Brock Lesnar in a squashy style thing, and you go, well, who else is there to beat up then? Like, he already beat up the best one. Like, no, like, you can't expect anyone to ever beat him in the future. And as a fan, you're like, well, they're screwed either way. You know, there's nothing they can do. And they always figure it out.
Right.
Like, every time. And then if you do like a real, I'm about to sound like a nerd in wrestling, you do a real 50-50 style booking on it, and, you know, it comes down to a thing, and maybe there's a dusty finish, and the predictable end is Paul Heyman betraying betraying Brock Lesnar again for the millionth time, you know, and then you go, well, I can't do that. I've done it a million times. Well, they've done it a million times. You actually can. I can give you a million examples.
Yeah.
Like
the whole history of professional wrestling. Yeah. Then.
Yeah. And, you know, you have seen it, but you know who hasn't seen it? That 10-year-old kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those lifelong fans that you're cultivating, that's who it's for. Like, I'm objective enough and reasonable enough, and I'll use music as an example again. It's never been better. There's never been better music than there is right now. It's just that most people aren't willing to, I don't know, cliche, open their minds enough to experience new things because they're just so set in your ways. And I'm objective enough to know that sports has never been better than it is right now. Wrestling has never been better than it is right now because they just keep getting better and they keep evolving. Yeah. And the only thing that's keeping you from knowing that as well is your sense of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those examples, right? Like that one that showed up for 5 seconds and everyone thought they were going to take over rock and roll and ended up doing nothing. The Strokes.
Yeah.
And they were like, Velvet Underground's here again. This is the second coming. Right. This is that sound. We were familiar with all this. And you go, well, you can only borrow, impersonate for so long. What's the one now that's Led Zeppelin again?
Oh, come on, brain.
Showed up for 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And the point is, like, that stuff works. You can pop in with that. But then you have to be your own deal. Like, you can't maintain trying to be the other thing. Dolph Ziggler never stopped getting called Shawn Michaels, ever.
Greta Van Fleet.
There you go. Greta Van Fleet.
That's the one, yeah.
Now, for those who are keeping an eye on, like, the now and like those trying to protect their sense of nostalgia, but those trying to be objective or even subjective on the industry, how much of a voice or how much weight should we give to those who are actually watching a lot of shows, who are watching a lot?
Right.
A little segue for us, like, DCCW NWA New Mexico is on the list of this power ranking of one of the top promotions.
Incredible.
And not just that, they mentioned us through because they're now holding a tag team championships. The Country Gentlemen, which has been rising in the ranking.
Very correct.
They're like number 4 for tag team. Zamaya, number 6.
Yeah.
For women. Myself made the list. I'm now number 20.
All right. Welcome.
For indie,
this indie wrestling experience. Like, a little shout out to them. This is a really, really cool thing to see and get some notoriety. But how much weight should one hold, or is it just a cool way to see this is someone?
I think some, and it's. I think a lot of it's in. This is going to sound so stupid. I think to a lot of wrestling fan, but it's in the hand of the promoter. Like, you don't just promote the show the day of the show. You promote throughout. So, and you're aware of this, but like the NWA and our relationships with PWI, the NWA and our relationships with all these pro wrestling podcasters, the NWA and I's relationship with the WWE, and now this relationship with All Japan, and all this stuff that's going on, where it's once you start fandom of one, it's so easily connected to the others. And you how fortunate For Sale and I are, and Van, you sporadically, how fortunate we are to be able to walk into all these different locker rooms, not just here in New Mexico, but across the country. And these people come from incredibly different walks of life, but there's a fellowship to it, and when they get the opportunity to move on to other performance venues or organizations, they don't put under like those other guys they work with. I think it's the same thing in media, to where it's, if you can grab a couple new eyes because you're fighting a really niche product, a really niche promotion. I do think you're correct in that, Saleh, that, fans will find that and then try to find similar style coverage.
Yeah.
And similar to music, like you were saying, Van, if you start liking the indie guy before everyone else likes the indie guy, you liked him before everyone else liked him.
Oh, it's an incredible feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As a pretentious Pinkies Out music fan, it's the best.
Well, you had one literally over the weekend. This is a little anecdotal, but pro wrestling fan that knows everything about wrestling and loves to tell everyone they know everything about wrestling. They hate when they meet another pro wrestling fan that knows everything about wrestling. Loves to tell everything about wrestling.
Right.
And by no means are you going to use the word hate here, but there's a moment where over this past weekend, one of my high school buddies shows up here in town, and you and him start talking record collections.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have that person in his life that has that. He had to convince his girlfriend become his wingman.
Yeah.
And you're a bit of a wax connoisseur in the world of records.
Yeah.
And so now you two are in the conversation. I'm muted too.
Correct.
Yeah. Where you're talking about sleeves and additions.
We sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher to you.
Yeah.
Can we go back to talking about Cardinals baseball?
Yeah. But you're right, Sully. Yeah. if there was, and I'm sure there is a podcast that does this exact same thing with records, or if there was,
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's all my algorithm is music review and pro wrestling review. Like that's, if I turn on my YouTube right now, it'll be Todd in the Shadows telling me what I should hate about a rock song,
Right.
and it'll be, they're on the tip of my tongue. You just said their name 2 seconds ago.
Greater Van Fleet.
No,
Indie wrestling experience.
Yeah, indie wrestling experience.
Yeah.
You know, telling me like, and I'm watching it different. I'm looking for, all right, these guys, but they're out of Southwest Promotions. Like, let's make a call. You know, and you know, and find a way. And that's what you do when you watch these like review things where they're like, hey, this new release of music is similar to this. So if you're into, and Spotify does that with your algorithm and kind of all that stuff too. But yeah, it's just awesome.
Like what you were talking about with wrestling, I'm like, if a new album comes out and I really like it, I'm like, oh God, I wonder what Pitchfork gave it.
Yeah,
I wonder what rating Anthony Fantano gave it. Is it close to mine?
Does that thing I really like the thing I like?
Exactly.
I need to know
for sure.
That feeling of validity, like just I like validation of like, yes, the thing I likes what I like. I like that.
The big one is
one of my favorite modern rappers, Marlon Craft, white boy from New York, came out with a new album last week, and I love it. I'm giving it an 11 for me, but as like an objective pinkies out critic, I'm like, this is probably like an 8.2. I go online, guess what they gave it? A friggin' 8.2, and I was like, it feels so good.
Now, as someone you're able to come to the show and like experience it fresh, are you able to be objective as well, or are you able to just like, can you just enjoy?
Well, you know, I've talked about it a lot on, you know, this show and other shows. I'm there for the spectacle.
Okay.
You know, I'm there for the energy. I'm there for the crowd reaction. Like I say it all the time. I love watching NWA New Mexico from the eyes of people who are there for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm not really looking at like, oh my God, how technical was the match? Like how well did it? I care about how hard it goes over. Like how are the vibes? How's the ambiance? Like that's what I'm into when I'm there.
And yeah, very good example, right? Because I was at Croc Cup this past weekend, and this happens when I go to any show. I know what work looks like in the ring. I'm not confused.
Right.
So, and this starts with me with the parking lot. This starts with me. You know, it's like when I'm going to a show, I'm like, is this parking lot clean? Because that's a big deal to me. Like I want to know that I'm walking into a place that is making the effort before I even get in. You know, I get in and I go, yeah, okay, how's this merch table look? How's this, you know, concession thing? And then, all right, the match has started great. How's the announcer sound? Like, is he reading from a card? Is he, you know, does he have everyone? Are they doing, you know, what's their game? Is it height, weight, birthplace, you know, nickname, whatever? Like, yeah, all right, give it that to me. You know, how long is, all right, hey, the shine's here. Like, let me look at the audience. Are they recording? Are their phones up? Like, do they want to be, hey, are their phones up, but they're on their social media app not caring? You know, I'm like,
sure.
Because that's how I watch a promotion. You know, I don't necessarily care about that spot. Although everyone can do the spots.
Right.
You know, but it's like, what does the crowd do with you?
Sure.
Because I'm obsessed with what the crowd does with you. And then what do you do with the crowd? You know, I can't spoil anything about Crockett this past weekend, but there were some momentous occasions. And I'm not watching the performer in the ring. I'm watching, are they snapping pictures?
Right.
Like, is the crowd putting it over? Because, like, if you got them, then you got me. Like, I'm your guy then.
I think to piggyback on that, what you're getting at, Saleh, is I'm not a mark. Like, I'm not a wrestling mark, but I do know a good spectacle. I do know a good time. Like, I've ran concerts. I've ran sporting events. Like, I know how to do a rundown. I know how to do a sheet.
Yeah.
Like, just to see how the sausage is made and how well that happens is what interests me. It's incredible.
And then, like, when your favorite guy does a different thing, you know, like how familiar and comfortable and excited I was when I was back in 1993 at 9 years old buying Pearl Jam's 10. It was the best thing ever.
Right.
And then as I got a little bit older, Into the Wild worked for me.
Sure.
Because I didn't really know anything about ukulele. I'm not Saleh. I didn't know about ukuleles.
Ukulele.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. But I grew with it. You know, that's the same thing with pro wrestling. You grow with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite time is when every wrestler was a profession. When everyone's gimmick was their profession.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, his name's IRS? Okay. He's still, okay.
Garbage man?
Yeah. Oh, he's a garbage man?
That's a burglar?
Yeah. That's crazy. coming down to it. Tickets available for the next NWA New Mexico show at the Historic El Rey Theater. That is Birthday Bash 3. You can get those at dccwtickets.com. A whole bunch of them are sold, which is very nice. So go get yours if you want some there. Also watch DCCW. If you're watching us live, the newest episode comes out tonight after this. So, yeah, so brand new episode. Very good. We open with a big promo, which we never do. So it's got a big feel, full hour-long special. Because the beginning was so good, we made sure we packed it all into one. So that'll be a fun one. So make sure you're checking out Watch DCCW. Make sure as well you're going to dccwtickets.com to join us. Big thank you to Van Nunley, who hosted our last event. It's so very good. So
yeah, Sally, where do I rank on there for pre-show hosting?
69.
Nice.
Big thank you to For Sale. Final words, boys, before we cut this one loose.
Thank you. See ya.
See you at the next event, y'all.
For Sale, for Van Nunley, for myself, Fred Slow. Thanks for tuning in to Going Over, everyone. Good job. Keep breathing.